afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Crusader game versus Clarence-Rockland Crush here. Last time these two teams met, West Carleton absolutely dominated 9-1. Crush not doing well this year. I think second last in the league, but that doesn't mean that they're not dangerous. Crusaders need to stick to the game plan here. Take 3 consistent periods of effort and not become complacent with a team that technically, or I guess on the game sheets anyway, statistically is much weaker. All right, starting our game today, Barton, Slobodian, and Finley up front. Got Quantrill and Medinsky. On D, Kittle between the pipes. Off the draw, Crush take it into the Crusader end here, throw it towards the net. That one trickles through everyone though. Picked up by Slobo. He's able to poke it forward to Barton. Barton across the blue line, gets it down deep into the Crush end here. Coming in is Finley. It's by him though, over to the Crush player in the corner. Finley working hard to get that though. Crush gets it intercepted there temporarily by Slobo. Comes back over to the Crush player who's able to send it up into the neutral zone, but that's picked off by Blake. Blake puts it forward. Little nutmeg up to himself. That's offside though. Off the draw, Shrives puts it back over to Link. Nice pass up to LaCharity, just off of his stick though and tapped in. Crush grabs that, but then it goes down deep into the end here. Back around. Coming in with some speed was Lincoln to give some pressure there. Puck comes out into neutral ice where Burke grabs it. Give it away though and then sent right back in. Kittle over to Burke, over to Stout, trying to get it out here. Lincoln's going to rush up and grab this one as he weaves around one Crush player and kind of loses it, but it does end up floating over to Lapine. Coming down the other way, back behind the net. Stopped on the side there by Lincoln. Floated back in. That one comes over, tapped off Schreiber though, but picked up by Spellacy. Schreiber picks it up again, puts it back to Spellacy, backhands it back behind the net. Perrier now tries to go off the side of the net. Comes out front over to the Crush player who gets it back up into neutral ice. Coming back. Stout has to be quick there as he bounces it off the wall over to Thurston. Thurston fans on the clearing attempt there. Gets sent back in as Lincoln just sends this one up, and there's going to be a penalty here. Or no, not a penalty. Some sort of call. I don't know what it is. No shots so far in this game. None that I've registered anyway. My shot total is definitely not official. It's just whenever I feel like pressing the up button. Coming across here, that's a giveaway. Perrier picks it up here as he floats it down deep into the zone. Goes in to chase it here. Crush gets there first. Squeezes it around the other side here, where he'll pick up his own puck, flip it out over the side. That's stopped at the line there by Nicholson. Tossed back in. Comes back around the other side. Crush weaving around back in, but not out yet as they send it up looking. Whoa, how'd that player get all the way behind here? Crush looking for the cherry pick move all the way down. Need to keep an eye on that, eh? All right, off the draw, tapped around the side. That one sent right back in there by Slobo. Out front, oh, and squeaks it in the open net. It does Barton, so Barton puts us on top. 1-0 there with the first shot of the game. Ends up being a goal. As goalie was streaking across the other way, thinking he was going to go behind the net, but Barton came right out front, and there was an opening, and he just popped it right in the hole. Off the draw, picked up by Odin. He floats it across over for Barton. Barton shot wide of the net though. Slobo in there. He puts it in off the side. Cleared around the other side there by Crush. Sent right back in by Medinsky. Right on. Bouncing puck here. Another one tapped towards the net. Comes on the other side here. Back to the point for Quantrill. He throws it. That one's off the side of the net though. Tapped up on the side, and this one does eventually come out of the zone here as Crush are coming back through the neutral zone. Tries to put it in deep here, but can't get all of it. And it's just sent right back up and down the ice by Medinsky. Looks like it's going to be icing unless it touches the goalie, which it does. So Crusaders get their change in there as the Crush try to come back out with it. All the way up they come. Intercepted by Medinsky. Goes over and not out though, but picked up again by Crush and then back by Schreiber, who sends it forward. Over to the Crush player now in his own end. Sends it right back into the neutral ice. Crush back across into the Crusader end. Shot up off of the blocker of Finn. Puck comes out and across. Nice tap there by Schreiber. Into the zone it goes as Schreiber races in. Gets possession of it as well. Back behind the net. Takes a shot off the side. Goes back behind. The Crush go out though. Burke able to stop that there. It's in his feet though. Can't get control of it with his stick there. Comes back over to Grady, who sends it back over to Lincoln. Lincoln up off the sideboards. That comes over to Schreiber, who sends it in deep back behind the net. Picked up by Crush now in the Crush zone. Bouncing puck here. Lincoln kept it in temporarily, but then Crush coming out into the neutral ice. Sent wide of the net. Back behind Kittle. Picked up now by Lapine. Lapine tried to go across, went off a Crush leg though, and back where Griffin's going to grab it. Griffin bounces that one off the sideboards, over to Lincoln, taps it up, and that's a giveaway there as it bounces over to the Crush player. Crush on the side, takes a shot, goes off a leg back behind. That's steered aside by Griffin. But right back in by Crush. They're in front, takes the shot. Save made by Kittle. Crush pressing here. Tapped around the other side here. That one's by Spellacy, but he's able to get there first and tap it up over for Perrier. And now we got a drive going the other way as Perrier goes across and back to Thurston, just a little too far in front of Perrier. It was nice little back and forth action there. That one comes over to Nicholson, takes the shot from distance. And goalie's going to jump on top of that one with Spellacy right on the doorstep. Off the draw, back to Fisher. Fisher taps it in the side. Around they go. Picked up by Thurston. He sends it back around. Spellacy with it beside the net. Wins the puck back there as he's racing for it now. Tries to go up front, goes off a shot off the goalie. Fisher comes in, just backhands it back in behind the net, but that goes right to the Crush player. Sends it around the other way here, and that one's going to poke out. Comes back, Fisher intercepts that. Grabs it forward, runs into his own player, and Crush ends up picking it up now. As they're coming back, trying to drive the net. Backhand is wide of the net, comes over. On the other side, cross check right to the back of Thurston. No call there. Right across, Fisher had his man tied up, and that's picked up by Nicholson. Nicholson throws it up, but that's sent away, and there's going to be a cross check here. There was a cross check earlier. Was there a different one, or did I just miss it earlier? There's a very loud crush parent below me. You think if they were going to yell that loud, they should probably go on their own side, but anyway. So we got two things happening here. We got first the penalty, initial penalty for the cross check, but then also got a and unsportsmanlike, sorry. At the same time, shot through traffic. Whoa, nice shot there by Medinsky. Crusaders on a 4-minute power play, I think. I can't really see the scoreboard. Scoreboard's blocked on our side. It's, as you can see, it's dead. Anyway, oh shoot! Oh, I didn't even see that too. So a little squeaky goal came through there when I was trying to show the empty scoreboard. What a dumb move on my part. Looks like it's going to be Finley on this one. Finley's getting credit, or at least he's skating through the line first. So that's 2 minutes off of the power play. Or the first 2 minutes is off, so 2 minutes still on though. For the extra smack of the stick. Oh shoot, I think I just pressed the wrong button. Oh man. Alright, well I'm gonna start my clock. I have to reset it. Got too many buttons here. Colin goes across. That's stopped at the line by Finley. Finley throws it in. Crush sends it out, but that one comes right back in. Crusaders are gonna have to tap up as they were offside. Flipped up. Slobo's gonna grab this one. Slobo coming up with it. Goes across for Medinsky, who is coming through the middle area. Medinsky tries to leave it there. It ends up being picked up by Odin. Can't get it through, and that's picked up now by the Crush player and sent down the ice. Kittle's gonna, whoa, I thought Kittle was gonna stop it. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but it's all good. Medinsky has it now. And that's an icing call here as I try to figure out what the actual clock is. Whoa. All right, I think I'm good now. All right, comes around over to Lapine. Lapine with it now. He goes the other way with it. Back behind. Still some time on this power play here. He goes out over to Schreiber. Schreiber runs into a man, though. Puck comes up. Oh, there's a cross check right in the middle of the ice there for no reason. Random. And Lapine comes the other way, takes the shot. Over across for Lincoln. He sends this one in. Spellacy now lets it go by over for Schreiber. Schreiber behind the net. Goes out front. And whistled down now. So, not really sure how the player could possibly even think that wasn't a penalty. It was right at the blue line and cross-checked way behind the play, nowhere near the puck. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for about 10 seconds here. As I said, I can't really see the scoreboard. I'm afraid to go show you the blank scoreboard again because I'll miss another goal. Crush has it now, throws this one up. That one's stopped by Fisher at center. Thrown forward, but everyone was offside, so it ends up being a giveaway. And Finn's going to hold on to that as the Crush player was the first one back. So that didn't work out as well as we would have hoped, but anyway, face-off coming in the Crusader end here. Off the draw, back behind. Fisher has it. He backhands it around the other side here. No one seems to be going for it, though, for some reason. So it floats by the Crush player. Put some pressure on him, guys. Jeez, let's go. Goes over Nicholson's stick. Perrier is going to be back to pick this one up here. Perrier is going to take charge here, as it seemed like a bit of a no one wanted to take it kind of puck situation. And that one's up to Spellacy, up to Thurston, but Perrier just a step offside here. Off the draw here, up against the sideboards here. Poke forward, Barton trying to send it up, but finally picked out there by Crush, and it comes back. Kittle's going to leave it. I don't know why he's in the way there. Okay, there. It's a weird body position there for Kittle. Almost blocked his own player, but Fisher able to grab it, send it up over to Oden. Finley through, comes over to Barton. Barton with the shot. Oh, nice save there by the goalie. Comes back over to Nicholson. Nicholson backhands it into the corner here. Barton rushing in for it as it went right to their Crush player, unfortunately. But Barton has it now. Barton floats it back behind there. Finley back behind the net, looking for an opportunity to come out with it. He goes back to the point where Nicholson was. Nicholson goes across, over for Barton, just lost in his feet, gets it in front, but Slobo is completely tied up in front. Can't get his stick down in front. Off the draw, that one comes back to the point. Stepping up is Medinsky. Crush player able to top this one up off of his stick. Blake now up over to Medinsky. Medinsky passes it up. That one bounces right over the stick of Slobo, but he gets there first and taps it forward as well. Gets it over to Barton in the corner. Barton goes back to Slobo. Slobo now has it. Goes back to the point. Over for Quantrill. Quantrill takes a nice shot there. Wide of the net though. Penalty now over. Medinsky takes another shot from the side. And that one comes out front here as Oden has it. Tries to go across, a diving Oden. Tries to send this one. Comes back over to him now. Backhands it out to the point over to Medinsky. Medinsky turns around and shoots wide of the net though. Picked up by Crush. Comes around the other side. Crush player with it as they're able to send it up. Goes off the linesman. Crush picks it up again across half. And long shot on Finn. Whoa, almost mishandled there, but picked up now by Blake. Some nervous times there. I don't know. The handling is a little scary. Comes around, Oden able to get his man out of the play there. So Barton picks up the puck here. Little backhand saucer over to Slobo. Across the line he goes. Crew on a change here, so Slobo still battling by himself. There's going to be a penalty here. I don't actually know what for. I didn't see a penalty there. But they're calling Oden for a hook. I don't think it was a hook. Crush goes to the power play for the first time here, though. All right, back to the point for the Crush. Crush over to the side, intercepted now by Lapine. Is he able to get up? No, Crush gets it back. That was a good effort, though. Crush coming back in with it though on the other side. Takes a step up, trying to get it back to the point. Another nice poke there, this time by Schreiber. And there's going to be a penalty here on Clarence-Rockland. Lapine's around, back in deep with the puck. Finn to the box, or to the bench there. Extra man out, but whistle down as Crush touches it. Crush going to the box there. This one going to be a hook, I think, as well, or hold. I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter. It's a penalty. All right, so a little 4-on-4 over to Lincoln. Lincoln with the shot through traffic. That one trickles wide of the net off a body on the way in. Tapped up on the side here. Lapine able to grab it. Comes back towards it. Oh, look to get the poke across over for Schreiber, but not far enough. And Crush gets it. Comes back out. Lincoln stops that one, just sends it right up to Schreiber, who drops it for Lapine. Lapine coming the other way. Trying to get through one more. Is he around? Yes, he does get around. Gets the shot off as well. And goalie has it somewhere. Off the draw here. Brady has it in the corner here, battling two of them. He kicks it forward to himself, gets it across over for Perrier. Perrier, shot, pad stop there. Puck ends up coming out, picked up by Crush as they come right back through the center. Good back check by Perrier to win the puck there, steal it from that player. Coming back around, he's going right in front, he flips it across. No one was there though, and that's right in front, almost off the stick of Nicholson. Just goes wide of the net though. Nicholson throws it around the other side here, needs to race for it. Crush is going to win there first. Sends it across the other way. Nicholson with it here. Nicholson goes across over for Fisher. Oh, missed it though, off his stick. He's able to tap it up, but that goes to the Crush player. Back it goes again. Oh, sorry, a little battle here in the corner. Crush ends up picking it up, sends it across. Crush gets across, nice stick there by Perrier. And then that one comes off. Perrier racing up for it. Crush able to get control of the puck and send it right up. That goes right to the stick of Nicholson though, and Nicholson floats it over to the side where Spellacy is going to grab it. Crusaders now on a power play, and that one goes all the way down. Medi grabs this one. End to end, Medinsky shot. Stick of the Crush player got in the way. It took the velocity off that one. Sends a sharp pack back to Blake. But it's lost here, sent up, and then Blake intercepts it. That's way offside. No, not at all? Okay. Maybe not. Gets it out over the Crush player. Takes the shot, stick in the way though. That's up and over, so no shot registered. That was a nice save by Kittle. Wow. Get his leg down there. Right from the slot. Perrier now going in here, gets taken off him, sent back out into the neutral ice, and then Lincoln Medi just sends it in to the Crush zone. And they send it right back out here as Crush comes into the neutral zone. Bouncing pinball kind of hockey right now, all over the place. That one goes right off of Medinsky as Blake tried to clear it, but finally it comes out to Barton, who hopefully is going to settle it down a little bit here as he comes up. Barton all the way through, tapped off his stick at the last minute though, then he goes across, just off the stick of Thurston here. He falls into the boards, and Crush coming back the other way here. Might have the jump. Little weak backhand shot there. Finn easily clears that away. And that's sent up by Griffin over to Barton. Barton tries to float it across over for Slovo. Just can't get it enough, but again, now it's grabbed here by Finley. He goes over to Griffin. Hard one to handle there as he taps it forward, but Crush gets control of it. Crush now into the middle, and that's the end of the first period. Draw that one's back to Griffin. He sends this one up, looking for Slovo. Bouncing puck, lots of pucks just flying into bodies here. Ends up getting it deep here. Slovo rushing in, Gets it around the other side here. Now Slobo has it as he has some speed as he races around. Then he just throws it right into the seats. There, I think he was looking to bounce it off the plexiglass to himself, but physics was off. We'll say the glass is low. Off the draw here, goes back to the point here. Throwing right back in. Crush player grabs it, looking to get out there under pressure from Slobo, who picks his pocket and sends it right back in. Right across, no shot though. Whoop. Picked up by Crush in the corner, but they're having some trouble getting out here from the pressure from Slobo and Finley. Right out front, oh, Finley almost got the shot off there, but it just trickles through the blue paint, and that one's launched up high down the ice over the outstretched arms of Griffin there and all the way back for Stout, who's going to leave it for Griffin now, who is trailing him. Griffin turns around, sends it over to Barton now. Barton tries to go up, but goes off of escape, but able to pick it up fast enough to himself. A nice little poke up to himself and somehow develop this nice 2-on-1 opportunity. Goes across for the tap in. Good defensive play there. It's going to be a penalty as well to the Crush. Oh no, to so a penalty. Slobo's heading back to the box here. Oh no, not Slobo. Odin, sorry. Odin and 8. So both of them, both players in front of the box, they're both going to go. So hit to the head, the charge on the Crush player, and then an unsportsmanlike call on Odin, offsetting penalties here. So still 5-on-5 here. Little explanation here for Coach Dwayne. Off the draw, that's back to Nicholson. Nicholson gets the shot off. Oh, almost trickled in. It went off a skate or something. Just went wide of the net. Huge hit there on the side by Thurston. Puck comes out of the zone, tapped forward by Fisher, picked up now by Schreiber. He's back across the line. He's brought down. No call on that play. Puck comes back here. Kittle leaves it there for Fisher. Fisher with it on the side, goes across the other way to open space. That goes right to the stick of Schreiber. Schreiber up to Lapine. Lapine, shot wide of the net, comes right back out to him though. Takes another shot. That one's wide the other way though. Comes out over for Fisher. He backhands it right back in. Lapine rushing in back behind. Crushed along the boards there. Trying to get it back though. Schreiber there to help. Puck off the side of the net. It's taken off by the Crush player. Bouncing puck off the mesh. Finally whistled down. This referee not taking any chit chat at all. Charlie and the Crush player here both going off for some conversations they were having. Ref was right there to hear them, and they're both going to take a seat and think about what they said, whatever they said. I don't know what it was. So 2 more offsetting penalties here. Puck comes out over to Perrier. He grabs it, looks to weave through to get a shot off. Gets a weak backhand, but I'll count that as a shot. Perrier picks it up though again, still has it. Perrier goes across just behind Thurston though, can't get the shot off there. And another penalty here coming. Slashing call coming here, as Will's gonna go off for a slash. So penalty trouble starting to add up here. We have a referee who likes to blow the whistle. Doesn't like any extra stuff behind the play. No words, conversations. He's quick to give the unsportsmanlike. Crusaders need to adjust accordingly here to this one. Because now it's a Crush power play here, 4-on-3. Nice block by Perrier. Crush couldn't clear it. Perrier still pressing here. Perrier, the short-handed master. Gotta watch out for him. Sends it around the other way. Spellacy rushing in here. He's going to get there first, just poke it forward. So Crush can't even get at their own end here. Penalty killer's doing a great job right now. Finally Crush up. That goes off of Perrier's skate as well. And back in deep into the zone now. Spellacy's going to press into the corner here. Sends this one up. That one's kept in at the line by Perrier again. Perrier and Spellacy just haunting this Crush team on this penalty here. Big hit by Perrier there. Oh, that was a delayed hand going up here. Perrier going off for a slash. I didn't see it. Looked like Perrier had a great hit. Guy taking him into the boards here. It looks like just normal contact hockey to me. Maybe the ref thinks he's reffing a house league game. I don't know. In any case, Crush up 5-on-3 for about a minute now. There's some excellent penalty killing by Spellacy and Perrier specifically. Offside here. Off the draw, almost grabbed there by Barton, but Crush get control of it as they come in the zone. Crush, shot right on, Finn drops it down, but pounces right on top of it as well. Goes across. Crush player just can't get their hands on it fast enough there, but he sends it back to the point. Over on the side. Takes the shot. That one's way wide up off the glass and almost out there, but kept in at the line by the Crush D. Crush now moves it around the other side here. Intercepted by Lincoln. Beautiful play there as he sends it down the ice. Picked up now by Crush. Get back on it, get back on it. 5-on-3, don't let him in. Nice little poke there by Medinsky. Or not Medinsky, by Stout, sorry. Thrown around the other side here. Now Thurston's out of the box, so 5-on-4. Shot, ooh, tried to go right across there. Couldn't do the back door though. That one comes up over for Slovo. Slovo pokes it forward. Thurston racing down for it. He's going to get there in time. Thurston takes the Crush into the boards there. And he lays one out on the other side here. Great effort there by Thurston. He's tied up for a time period there. No call on that. Crush finally comes out of the zone. Tapped off his stick by Slovo. It's going to be offside as there's no way that dive was able to get him back on side. Sorry, I forgot to start the clock like a million times here. All right. So all the penalties are done here. We're back to 5-on-5, back behind here. Nicholson in the battle, back in the corner. He has it pinned along the side boards, though. The Peen in to help him out. Flipped out a little bit, but not down the ice here. Finally, Nicholson throws it the other way, picked up by Fisher. He's able to send it up on the sideboards. That one comes out, just lost in the feet of Perrier, but he has it now. Perrier coming in, goes across just over the stick of Schreiber. On the other side, Schreiber taps it back into the corner here. Nice job by Lapine. Tosses his man to the ground there. And Crush coming back the other way. Goes right across the blue paint here, racing on the other side. Crush and Fisher here. Lapine in to grab it and send this one bouncing puck out of the zone into neutral territory here. Bouncing puck comes up, back into the zone. That's, oh, nope. Misses the check, misses the puck too. Charlie has it pinned along the sideboards here. Comes back over to Fisher. Fisher goes over to Nicholson, over to clear space, and Nicholson throws this one down the length of the ice here for an icing call. All right, there's 8:22 left. I'm just trying to reset my own clock since I can't see it. All right, back shot. That one's not registering. Back behind the play here. There's some pushing and shoving, but Crush floats it in behind. That's right on the side of the net there. Finn's going to hold on to it. Off the draw, tapped up the side here, kept in by Crush, thrown into the corner here, bounces over the stick of Blake, but he's going back to get it, sends it up the side, but kept in by Crush. Back behind, Crush player looking to get it here. Badinsky takes his man up along the sideboards, and that comes up over to Finley here. He taps it up, but not all the way out here. Coming back here now, Badinsky has it as he skates this one out of the zone, across center, across the blue line as well, and he's going to charge towards him right in front of the net. Oh, Finley with the one-timer. Goes off a leg or something. Nice slapper there from Barton. Super hard. Just wide of the net though. Comes around on the other side here. Kept in at the line there by Badinsky, but Crush able to float this one out. And they're into the Zen. Shot, glove save by Finn. He's going to hold on to that one. I'm behind on my shots here. Little backhand, that one sends it out of the zone here. And Crush sends this one up and back out of the zone. They're coming back the other way now. Tries to get across, can't get past the stick of Lincoln there. Picked up by Griffin. Griffin floats this one up. Will with a nice diving reach there to send it up to Perrier, and Perrier tried to keep it in, but it was just too far ahead of him. Will with another good go gadget arm maneuver there as he's able to get his reach out there and send it back in deep in the zone. He's pinned along the sideboards here. Comes back over to Perrier. Perrier taps it back over for Lincoln. Lincoln shot from the point. Oh, Will looking for the tip there. Tip just up high and over the boards. Off the draw, it's just in Perrier's feet there. End up getting smoked out by the Crush player. Cross half, floats it into the zone, but not really with any presence. But now they do get the shot up right on the side, and that one's a goal. First one there, couldn't hang on to that one. As the Crush get their goal, which seemed like kind of a harmless play, just couldn't stop the momentum of the Crush players coming through. it's 2-1, very different from the 9-1 slaughter that happened earlier in December. This one here, Crush, you can feel the energy of the Crush players now. Nicholson goes over for Fisher. Fisher throws it up the boards. That one comes out of the zone. Crush is going to have to reset here. Tapped off his stick by Schreiber. Schreiber coming in. Tries to drive the net. Floats it towards the net here. Back behind. Good pressure there from the Charity as well. Step up, step up. Lando has that one. Comes forward a little bit more. Still has it. Turns, gets the shot. And grab there by the goalie. Off the draw into this corner here. That bounces off of Charity's foot. Crush grabs it again though, sends it around the other side here where Lando's going to pick this one up. Tries to scoop it back into the play. Finally it's picked up by Lapine, who weaves through some traffic, goes across over for Charity. Charity back to Justin. Justin throws it towards the net. That's off of Charlie's stick though into the corner. Comes back out on the other side. Nicholson with the pinch. Goes too far though and Crush able to grab it. Comes back out. 2-on-1 developing the other way here. Goes across, looking backdoor. Tied up, comes back to the point. Shot through traffic, that's blocked by Lapine. Another one floated into the corner here. Finally, that one's scooped up by Nicholson out to the line, but not all the way out as it's back in deep into the zone here. Fisher rushing by for it. He flips it up, that goes off the Crush player, then poked out by Fisher over to Charity. He sends it right up into the slot though. Yikes! And finally, it's cleared out of the zone there by Lapine, but not out of the total zone, sorry. Nice block by Lapine again. Now it's picked up by Schreiber. Just kind of a disorganized hockey right now. Slobo's able to grab this one, sends it up over for Schreiber, taps it for Lapine. Lapine looks to get the shot, comes in front. Over for Schreiber, nice shot, and nice save. Off the draw here. Odin has his man along the side boards, trying to be picked up by Colin. He gets it back over to Medinsky. Medinsky shot through traffic, blocker save by the goalie. Picked up by Barton, another shot. Goalie standing strong here. Off the draw, back to the point. Blake sends it out off the side. Chipped by Barton. Over to Slobo. He goes over to Finley. Barton has it now. Barton back to the point. Medi was going the other way though and had to backtrack. Blake's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Back over to Medinsky. Medinsky backhands it out. Oh, just off the stick of the Crush player. Picked up by Slobo, by Barton. He sends it out over to Odin, who's racing for it now. He gives it a little one-handed tap forward where Barton's going to grab it, send it back along the side, but that's picked up by Crush. Medinsky though pinching, keeps it in. He's crushed along the sideboards. That one ends up coming out of the zone, so everyone will have to kind of check back in here as Blake flips it high into the corner here. And Crush flip it up and over the boards. Off the draw, just past Burke and out of the zone. Burke will get that back over to Lincoln. He's up to Thurston just off of his stick, tapped in deep, so no icing here as it goes deep into the play here. Perrier takes his man into the boards here, but that's a big guy. He grabs it, sends this up, looking for the old cherry picker, but it's all the way down the ice here, and he's not going to catch it in time as it's icing. Back in the corner, flipped forward by Perrier to Thurston. Thurston racing back behind the net to pick it up. Thurston with it now on the corner. Sends it back over to Griffin. Griffin with the shot. Wide of the net, though. Comes around the other side here. Perrier with it now. He's able to step out. Oh, tries to get the shot off. Just fans on it. Comes on the side. Coming in is Lincoln. Oh, he sends it back into the corner. Kicks it forward over to Spellacy, who flows it out front. Comes back to Griffin. He just flips it forward, but it's over to Thurston, who's on the ground. Brings down his man. No call, though. Comes back out over to Griffin. Griffin with another shot now. That's a save by the goalie. And tapped up, kept in by Spellacy. Off the ref, and now Crush finally able to get it out of the zone here. Sends it back where Lincoln will pick it up. Lincoln over to Burke. Burke sends it forward. Just by Will and picked up by Crush and flipped right back down. Lincoln around the back net. He's going to leave it on the side here, looking for Spellacy. Crush pick it up, though. Bouncing puck. Just can't seem to get a hold of it as Crush still has it. Goes right in front. Steered aside by Lincoln. That one comes out over for Spellacy. He might be able to use his speed to get around. He's around one. Now he's in a race for it. Down deep. And Lapine digs this one out here along the side. Lapine and Schreiber working on it. Puts it back behind the net for Schreiber. Comes back over to Lapine. Goes over on the side where LaCharity is. LaCharity backhands it back over to Fisher. Fisher doesn't handle it well, though, and it comes out of the zone. Crush coming the other way. And that's picked up by Lapine. Lapine around the side here. Able to top this one out as he brings down a player at the same time. Coming back the other way. Bouncing puck. Fisher taps it right back out over for Schreiber. He taps it up. Crush grabs it here. Nicholson taps it off the back boards there. It comes over to Fisher. Fisher not really looking there. Sends it just right off a Crush player's skate into the zone. Need to be a little more intentional with our passes here, as it looks like we're playing frantic hockey, just kind of clearing it, as opposed to possession. Fisher with it now. Not strong enough on this one. Jeez, man, what's wrong? Fisher with it now. He's through. Decides to take it down the ice a little bit here. Fisher now across the blue line. He's through one towards the net. Right behind. Tries to go out front. Oh, almost in. Schreiber with the backhand there. And then another shot. That one's wide of the net. Comes around the other side. Over to Nicholson. Over to Medinsky. Up to Barton. Barton taps it up off the boards. Back around behind. Barton with a little tap forward here. And that's the end of the second period, folks. So 2 down. All right, so despite 2.5 times the shots, Crusaders just 1 goal down, or 1 goal up in this one against an extremely weak opponent, theoretically, statistically anyway. So gonna have to find something to get it by this goalie who's standing on his head so far this game. All right. Sorry, start of the third there. Got distracted. On the other side here, this one comes over for Barton. Barton leaves at the line. For Medinsky, shot with the tip. That one's just up and over. Tip from Slovo. Picked up, though, in the corner by Finley. He somehow gets out of that. Looking for the tap in. Just can't get the stick down and try to tap it in the net. Blake comes in on the pinch. Sends it right back in. That bounces over Slovo's stick, but he's into the corner where Finley's going to send it back around. Back behind. Crush player picks this one up out the sideboards here. Picked up now by Medinsky. Throws it right back in. Slovo tried to go up front, off the side of the net. That one comes back over for Blake. Blake smartly puts it back in, back behind, as the player was right there, ready to block that shot. Little poke back to the point where Medinsky has it now. Medinsky takes the shot through traffic. It hits a bunch of people in front, comes to the feet of Barton, and finally picked up by the Crush player, who sends it all the way down the ice here. That's going to be an icing call. Puck goes across here. Spellacy in for it. Tosses it around the other side here. Thurston with it. Goes off of a leg, though. Thurston able to come out with it somehow. Oh, it gets thrown down to the ground there. Be careful, be careful. So, penalty coming up here as Lincoln throws it back in. So Crusaders going to the power play here. Okay, I think that's boarding, but I haven't really learned the symbols. We'll say boarding. All right, another one up into the mesh here. Puck battle in the corner here. Spellacy still working behind the net here. Still working. That's a good job by Spellacy. Comes by, not able to be kept in at the line there, and it's coming down. Where Lincoln will pick this one up. Lincoln across, over for Griffin. Griffin coming through across the blue line. Tapped forward, just in front of Spellacy though, but he's racing in now. They call it offside though, so he had to weave back there. And Crush able to grab this one and send it all the way down the ice here. Finnegan, oh no, it's a giveaway right in front. And Crush has tied the game here. A short-handed goal, mishandled by Kittle. Just gave it right to him, a little gift-wrapped item. Unfortunate turn of events there. And Crush ties the game at 2. All right, puck, bouncing puck up. That's grabbed by Lapine. He throws it across over for Schreiber, just between his legs though. Comes in though, deep into the zone. Crush is going to pick this one up. On the other side, Lapine grabs it along the sideboards. Floats it back behind for Schreiber. Schreiber now with it, looks to go up front, back to Lapine. Over to Odin, almost in. Nice save there by the goalie. And again, on the side, jam play here, and it's in the glove of the goalie here. Off the draw, this one. Hey, back to Nicholson. Nicholson throws this one in. Comes back over to the point there where Medinsky puts it out. Fortunately, it was given away, and Nicholson will be back to pick this one up. Nicholson goes across for Medinsky. Medinsky, long stretch pass. Grady just off of his stick into the zone here as he's rushing in to go get it. Crush gets there first, though, sends it up. Temporarily kept in by Nicholson, but then Crush sends it right back out. So this power play not working out as well as they wanted it to. Over for Schreiber, leaves it for Lapine. He's rushing through. Bounces into LaCharity, though, unfortunately, and then has to just kind of skate it in as he's falling back behind the net, though. Schreiber has it. Grady comes out and scores! As LaCharity sneaks in from the side there, Schreiber puts it out front for LaCharity. Crusaders back on top. I was like, what the? All right, puck comes over to Barton here. Barton backhands this one up deep into the zone here. Crush is going to grab it, but Odin has him pinned along the sideboards. Good work there by Finley. Comes back over for Medinsky. Medinsky turns, bounces it up off the boards. That's picked up by Barton. Flips it up high off the boards, where Finley's going to grab it in the corner. Finley again trying to get the body position here on the Crush player, trying to put it out front as well. Still tied along the boards. Finally dug out over for Barton. Shot. Nice save by the goalie there. Back to the point here for Griffin. Shot. Finn makes the save. And back behind here now, picked up by Barton. Topped up. Down the ice it goes. Crush grabs it, sends it right back in over for Burke. Burke goes across over for Quantrill. Back to Griffin. Griffin taps it up on the side. Oh no, that's picked up now by Crush. Just wasn't enough. Right on the side, Crush picks it up, topped off his temporarily there by Barton there. And puck eventually bounces out over for Barton, who sends it up to Slobo. He has an opening here. If he can just get in towards the net, takes the shot. Save, comes right out. Bouncing puck, rebound, cleared away by Crush. Now it's in the feet of Odin, and he's grabbed that one too. Puck comes back over to Nicholson. By him, though, and coming back the other way. Picked up now all alone, and goal! Crush ties it up here. Crush gets around the D and just allowed to skate right in on Finn up over the side of his arm. And it's a 3-3 game. Off the draw here. Perrier takes his man in. Lincoln floats this up over to Perrier. Perrier down on his feet. Able to get control of it here. So back to Stout. Sends it up back to Perrier. Perrier floats it into the zone here, but Crush able to just top this one easily out. It's going to come back to Nicholson here. Nicholson still has it. Goes across over for Thurston. Thurston now throws it towards the net. Bouncing puck. Goalie has it. Off the draw, back to Quantrill. Does a little move. Gets the shot off as well. Oh, that one almost bounced up and over. Nice job by Quantrill there. Back to him again, though. Another shot. That one's wide of the net, though. Comes around the other side. Medinsky rushing in. Medinsky throws it back around. Just out of the outstretched arm of Schreiber. Takes a weird bounce, though. Schreiber's able to grab it as he comes out front. Loses it in his feet. Top puck. Comes over to Medinsky on the other side. Medi with the shot. Oh, almost tipped in there. Just wide of the net. Grady trying to grab it there. Grabbed by the Crush player. And throws it right into his own bench. I'm good, thanks, man. Off the draw, that one's back to Quantrill, but it's by him, and Crush is coming back the other way. And then Quantrill does a great job to get back. Stop that one, but then Crush picks it up again. Right in front. Oh, steered away at the last minute by Medinsky, and it comes out of the zone as well. Coming the other way here. Lapine pushes it up, picks it up to himself here as he's across the blue line into the Crush end. Gives it all alone. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful play there. As Lapine wins it on the side. Beautiful feed to Schreiber, who doesn't miss. To the nets, Schreiber puts us back on top. Puck out of play here. Puck comes in, Odin taps this one forward. Odin racing for it here. Gonna get it as well. Turns, sends it across. Cleared away by the Crush player. Odin takes his man in. On the boards, tapped up. Barton with possession of it now. Back to Lincoln. He's going to throw this one down deep into the zone here. Slobo looking to get it here. Backhands it. Tries to go back to Barton. That's intercepted up off the glass and out of the zone where Griffin will grab this one. Griffin over to Barton. Barton taps it forward. Just launched in by Finley. Deep into the zone here as Barton's rushing in to get it. Barton taps it up over on the other side. Bouncing over Slobo's stick. But Slobo able to regain control right in front. And looking for the wraparound. Oh, I just tapped off his stick at the last minute as Barton weaves around. Gets another shot on.
Oh, yeah.
Back behind. That's over to Spellacy. Spellacy back behind the net. Tries to go off. Just goes off the back of the net, though. Crush player is going to pick this one up. Over to the side they go. Out of the zone. Nicholson now with it. Backhand. Sends it across over for Medinsky. Medi sends it right back in. Right on net. Goalie's going to jump on that one. Again, comes out here, Perrier with a good reach to grab this one. Perrier floats it in over to the corner, over for Spellacy. Spellacy around the other side, tries to wrap around, comes right out front for Perrier. That one somehow, I think it went off, something went wide. Nicholson over on the side, over for Thurston. He's back over for Spellacy in the corner. Launches it high over the other side. Medinsky's over there to grab it and float this one forward, but Crush grabs it. And he's going to send this one up. Medinsky's able to grab it at the line and hold on to it, but finally Crush gets through and out of the zone they come. That one tapped right to the stick of Nicholson, who floats it up to Perrier. Perrier around, right off the side of the net though. Comes back the other way here, that's going to come out of the zone. Tapped it out over for, oh, nope, by Thurston, sorry. Goes to the Crush player and out of the zone. Crush have it now. That one's tapped up. Perrier now. He's around his man into the zone. Tried to go across here. Perrier tied up along the side. Puck comes back over off of Medinsky's skate Medi rushing in here, able to grab it. Backhands it towards the net, steered aside by the defense right in front, but not far enough here as it comes back out. Crush struggling to get it out of their zone. Finally do. Quantrill sends it across over for Schreiber, who's back into play. Schreiber, little backhand over for Lapine. Lapine takes the shot, bouncing puck off the side of the net. And Lapine sends it back over for Schreiber. Schreiber with the shot. That's steered aside into the corner here. Up, back over. Schreiber grabs it again. Dumps that one in, goes off for a change. Floating around, bouncing puck off the skate, tapped right back in. The Charity rushes back in. Not going to be there first though. Crush grabs it. Goes off a Grady's stick over to Lapine. Lapine can't get the shot off though. Crush able to send it over and up and out of the zone. Right off of Finley's leg. Finley scoops that one back in deep into the zone. Picked up now by Crush. Crush up to the skate. Can't get it out there. Fuddling with it here. Back to Blake. Oh, sorry. Blake with it now. He gets tripped on the play. No call. Comes over to Barton. Barton weaving around. Tries to go out front. Steered aside by the Crush player in front and then tapped off his stick by Odin. Kept in the zone temporarily. And now all the way down the ice it goes. Icing call. Bouncing puck back to Medinsky. He takes the second for it though. Sends it up on the side. Steered into the corner by Barton. Barton with it now. Tries to go out front. Gets taken all on the side of the boards here. Pinned along and Barton comes out with it. Throws to, right towards Slobo. And that's a goal. Barton wins a great battle along the sideboards. Gets it out to Slobo. Up and over the side of the goalie. Apparently this goalie, he's really good down low, but we've been beating him a few times up high. Not that I'm anywhere close to an analyst here, but just saying. Crush with it here. Coming in, Lincoln keeping him wide. Thrown towards, that one bounces on the other side here. Picked up by Slobo. Slobo sends it up over to Barton. Barton pokes it forward, nice, over to Slobodian. Slobodian in back behind, throws it up front. Oh, I don't know where it is actually. A little pushing and shoving before. Off the draw, nice shot by Spellacy. And puck sent right back in there by Lincoln. Goes off a bunch of feet. Picked up now by Crush under pressure. But they're able to come through the neutral zone here. Crush coming back in with it. Goes towards, shot, save on the side, and the sharp angle shot tapped back out by Medinsky. Perrier floats this one up. Get there, get there. And Crush able to clear the zone again. Coming back the other way here. Tapped off his stick, but Crush picks it up. Goes into the corner with it. And Spellacy. I don't know if he was across half, but they're saying he was, so no icing here. Icing waved off. Crush going to get it here. Crusaders get their change in. Spellacy into the corner here with it. Floats it forward. Grabbed from him by the Crush player. Sent back, but that goes off the referee. Charlie now taking advantage of that and grabs the puck. Comes out front. Gets the shot off the side of the crossbar. Or off the sidebar or whatever it's called. Post. Comes down the other way. Over to Nicholson. Bouncing off the back of the boards there. That comes around. Quantrill goes out front with it. Goes off of Lapine's skate over to Nicholson. He backhands it up. Over for Schreiber. Over to Lapine. Up to LaCharity. LaCharity puts it in deep into the zone here. Going to go pick it up. Crush grabs it. Sends it around the other side though. Now it's picked up by Blake. That goes off a stick or something. So it doesn't make it its way to the net. And back the other way it goes. Finn stops this one. He's going to jump on top of it. Off the draw, picked up by Schreiber. Schreiber floats it forward, maybe just a bit too much though. As Crush get it and send it right back in. Coming around over for Schreiber. Schreiber up to Charlie. Charlie across the blue line here, floats it forward. He gets it himself. So is it right back in front, looking for the tip. Slovo is brought down in front though. No shot registered there. Burke has his player along the sideboards here. Good job by Barton to get through one. Ooh, dangerous play, but Barton able to pick it up twice and thrice. Get this one up, kick back in, and then just bouncing puck off of a bunch of different things here. Barton goes across over for Medi. Medi sends it up to Slovo, who slows it down for Barton, who's coming in across the blue line now. Barton, hard slapper, wide of the net though. But it sounded good. Slovo now with it, taps it up. Sent down into the ice there by Medinsky. Back up on the other side here, battling with it as Slovo comes out over for Barton. Barton looks to get around, not able to do so, and Crush grabs it up off the glass, and Slovo does like a backhanded thing to keep it in, but it does eventually come out over to Blake. Blake now steps back in across the blue line, floats it forward. He's going to go get him. Nope, he won't. Slovo grabs it, floats it towards the net. Picked up now, back behind by Finley. Finley weaves the other way, taps it up to himself here. He's able to get it. Back over on the other side, over for Barton. Barton takes a step forward, back to the point, over for Quantrill. Quantrill's able to go across, scooped up now by Lincoln. Lincoln thrown back in deep into the zone by Barton. Good puck movement here. Barton back behind the net. Slovo is all hooked. Slovo is tied up there in front. Crush player goes down. Back comes out. And finally Crush gets out of the zone here. Shot, save by Finn. Good poke there by Bowden. Sends it up. Out of the zone, but Crush come back in. That goes to Lincoln. Lincoln throws this one up to Slovo, and this is going to be an icing call here as it crosses, although it's going pretty slow. That's a weak icing call there, as there's definitely no way that guy was not going to get it if he kept a normal velocity. But anyway, whatever. Empty net at the other end here. Run around over to Thurston. Thurston sends it up, but not out. It's kept in by the Crush player. Comes right back in. Burke now the other way. Throws it over to Spellacy on the other side. Just need to clear the zone if we can, but can't. Finn with the glove save. Finn with another save there, loose in front, still loose in front. Oh! Lincoln saved, or Landon saved the goal there, for sure. As it was loose in front, I don't think Finn knew where it was, and Landon muscled his way through there to get it out. Comes all the way back down the other end. Not an icing call. Interesting. Landon now with it. Throws it all the way down. Kept up at the line. It's going to be a high stick. If Crusaders touch it, but they let Crush touch it. Heads up play. Another save there by Finn. Burke grabs it. Back to the Crush. Down to the final 30 seconds in this game here. Comes back over for Perrier. Perrier throws this one. That one goes off a body. Sent towards Finn. Steered aside. Up over to Spellacy here. Spellacy going to take aim at the net. Bouncing puck just wide of the net. Why not? Only 6 seconds left. Boys are pretty excited. It's 6.7 seconds left. I thought that thing died. I thought that trend is gone. And that's the end of the game here. So Crusaders squeak out a victory here. It was tougher than they thought it was going to be. But end up winning 5-3 in this one. So get the W on this one. Fisher injured in this one though, so we'll have to take a look at what's going on with that one. So another W in the column here, keeping the trend alive. We'll see you for our next game. I don't know when that is, but